arrived. We saw a phenomenal football game. They say it's a game of inches, and it quite literally was. You see right there, Isaiah Likely, if he was a size 13 instead of a size 15, we might be talking about a different football game right here, right now. Quite literally, this show was made for this day. You're seeing all athletes around you. If you're going to talk about football, why not talk to the individuals that have played?
With the
travel gear, we in our travel gear, because it's game day. Look, y'all, there's no better show than the show we're about to give y'all. Shady McCoy, you played in the league. Chase, you played in the league. James, you played in the league. It's all experience here. This is all knowledge. Shady, starting with you.
Let's do it.
Did the Chiefs put the league on notice?
On notice, huh? Hey, watching that footage right there, that was the biggest primetime shows I've ever seen, all right? It was like size 13. Well, what's on notice about? Because we talking about three-peats, right?
Yep.
So the league knows who the favorite is. They know who the team is.
That's true.
Right? I will say this, though. The league should be even more scared, right? Because if you look at a team like the Chiefs, they didn't even play well last night, and they still found a way to win. When the Ravens scored, they scored back. When the Ravens made an answer, they answered back.
Yep.
I look at this the overall on the offense part, because defense played really, really well. I look at the offense. Look at the young K. Worthy, though. Ooh, he's explosive. Imagine when he gets a better feel for the game. He's young, right? Imagine getting the ball a bit more, design some more plays up, and then you take out Juju Schuster, take him out, and then you put in Hollywood Brown. Oh, my God. Andy Reid's doing it again. I just think that with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid in this era, man, it's their era. We watched it with Tom Brady. Now we watched it with Andy Reid.
You cooked right there, Tufai. You cooked right there.
Yeah.
They absolutely put the league on notice to me, Chase and James, for this reason and this reason alone. I believe that the Ravens likely would have beat any other team not named the Kansas City Chiefs. So now the Ravens have seen the Chiefs twice. A must win, and I would love to win. 120 minutes of game time. And in those 120 minutes of game time, the Chiefs have been leading for 80 minutes. The game has been tied for 30 minutes. And the Ravens have been leading for 2 minutes, obviously give or take a minute or two here or there. You're telling me that the Chiefs have been leading for like 87 minutes. The Ravens only been leading for 2 minutes, and the game has been tied for 30 minutes. It's not really a contest. So not only are the Chiefs putting the Ravens on notice, they're speaking through the Ravens to the rest of the league, because if this is the best that the league has to offer in the Baltimore Ravens, send me your best, and I'm going to send them home. I'm going to send them home at the bank. I'm going to send them home at Arrowhead. I'm going to send them home in a championship game. I'm going to send them home in game one. I'm going to send them home on NBC. I'm going to send them home on CBS. I'm going to send them home on Fox. I'm going to send them home on ABC. I'm going to send them home on ESPN. I don't care where you send them to me. I'm going to send them back home. They put the Ravens on notice. They put the Chiefs on notice. They put the league on notice.
Yeah, I just think the league was already on notice. Like, we know what the Chiefs
they are.
Yes, so I like your answer. I agree with Shady, though, because at the end of the day, how in the world does the best NFL team over really the last 5 years, how do they get better? They got better, dude. That's the craziest part about it. And so the league is on notice for that. But they weren't expecting the type of game that the Chiefs put on last night, specifically from that receiver room, Xavier Worthy, right? We don't even talk about Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown is the linchpin of that success. Travis Kelce, he didn't have a target until 9 minutes left in the second quarter. My guy, like that's what I'm talking about, because there's so many offensive weapons. Like, yeah, Mahomes was 20-28, 290, a touchdown, a pick. The interception was bad, just made a wrong decision, right? But at the end of the day, they still put up 27 points against a really good Ravens defense. So I think for me, it's one of those things where the league was sort of hoping maybe that the Chiefs weren't going to show what they did, but they showed a better offense than they had all of last year. It's game one, so they're already starting ahead of the pack.
Where you at, Jay?
You picked the Ravens, right, Jay?
Where you at, Jay?
Picked the Ravens, huh?
Where you at, Jay?
Circle that.
It's circled. I did pick Lamar. Listening to y'all talk, they absolutely put the league on notice. And I know we were taking the Kansas City Chiefs over the field to three-peat and all that type stuff, but as we were talking about the Chiefs this offseason, we all didn't know what it was going to look like. We kind of had a clue, but we didn't know. They put the league on notice because they said, yep, these shiny new toys we got, they like that. All right, totally different offense than it is last year. And we continue to keep saying the Chiefs ain't played their best, but they beaten the best. They beating the best in the NFC. They beating the best in the AFC, and we continue to keep saying they not playing their best. They put the whole league on notice that y'all better step y'all game up because we have in the offseason with our pieces, as y'all can see, and we still missing one in Hollywood Brown. The league is on notice. And not only that, you had a quarterback in Lamar Jackson who did something that ain't never been done in the history of the game.
Yep.
And it's still equal to L. And we still ain't play our best. And that's y'all best. The league is on notice, man. They got too many weapons. They got Patty Mahomes. They got Andy Reid. The defense is off on the right track, playing really good football. The league is on notice that y'all better get y'all stuff together or it's going to be a three-peat.
Shady, I just want to hit on Andy Reid. I got a graphic to show you specifically
You wanna hit on Andy?
just how good Xavier Worthy was last night. Colvin, let's pull that up. He was the only, there's 5 receivers in the history of the game with a rushing touchdown of more than 20 yards and a receiving touchdown of 30-plus yards in a game in the last 20 seasons. What do you see about that list right there? In the last 20 seasons, sorry. What do you see about that?
DJ.
They all played with Andy.
4 of 5 of those guys played for head coach Andy Reid. Andy Reid knows how to use weapons. Andy Reid and Brett Veach did it again. They did it again. They drafted a Deshaun Jackson clone. I talked to some people in the building last night after the game. That's what they're saying about him. He is D-Jack 2.0.
It's crazy because when they did that reverse, I text D-Jack and I text Brett Veach. I said, bro, this is the Deshaun Jackson play.
Yes.
You got that type of speed, you can dial it up. So now, this is how clever Andy is. He shows that on tape, right? It goes 6, right? So everybody in the world has seen that.
First touch for him, too.
The next game, or I don't know, probably like game 4, he'll wait a little bit. He'll do the same thing, same setup. Fake to the running back, fake the pitch. He's going to have somebody screaming down for a touchdown. Andy Reid is that clever. So when I seen that play, I said, that is Deshaun Jackson.
It really is.
Here's what I'm thinking. Like, not only did the league did the Chiefs put the league on notice, Andy Reid consistently, I'll talk more about it later, he puts everybody on notice. Kelvin, get ready to set up the iPad because of what Chase did, what Shady just did. I want to build on that. They're talking about that reverse play, and Andy Reid is what's scheming up these touchdowns. This is the play that Shady was just talking about. This is Xavier Worthy's 20-plus yard touchdown run. What I want y'all to notice very, very simply is this. Before you even get to the Yearman, Shady, look at this right here. How many Ravens defenders are outside the hash?
A lot.
Count them up. You got about 1, 2, 3, 4 Ravens defenders are outside the hash. But how many Chiefs blockers are out there?
More.
Thank you, Chase Daniel, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you got the ball carrier right here. So the Chiefs are 6 on 4 plus a ball carrier. Family, it's not a fair fight if Andy Reid is in the game because just like that, now it's a touchdown.
Kelsey had a pancake block on that.
Did.
Creed
So when I'm thinking about putting people on notice, y'all, Andy Reid is consistently out scheming the opponent and putting the whole world on notice in the game.
The thing is, though, like I've seen that play like 10 years ago when I played for Andy Reid. It's not like it's a new play. He just formates it up differently. That's what makes Andy Reid so good. He's got 10 to 15 base plays, like in base pass and base run when we're breaking it down. It's not like reinvent the wheel. It's just like we got better people in better positions. Schematically, we can design it a little bit different, but we also, the offensive line is taught well. Travis Kelsey, he got his head dirty blocking. Like it was a fascinating play.
Now, James, you picked the Ravens to win, but more than picking the Ravens, you picked Lamar Jackson to win. Lamar Jackson, obviously, 395 total yards. It was a very, very, very good performance. Let's have the conversation in front of the world that we were having backstage before getting ready for the show.
They ain't ready for it.
Well, they not. I don't know if I am. But how would you grade James Jones, Lamar Jackson's performance last night? Let's get into it, big dog. First one, week 1, game 1. It's all assets up here.
I know you on my side.
There's a Professor Jones. Let's hear it now.
We on the left side.
I circled it.
I'm giving Lamar Action Jackson an A. I thought he played a very, very good football game. You're not making every throw in the football game. We know that. I don't care what type of quarterback you are. You're not making every throw. Did he miss a couple throws? Sure, right? One of them throws could have sent the game to overtime. Well, I'm not going to say overtime because the coach is already throwing up for 2. We going for 2. So they was either going to win or lose that game, period. But Lamar Action Jackson, like I said earlier, nobody in NFL history did what he did yesterday. Throwing for more than 250 and rushing for more than 120. Nobody has done that. Lamar Jackson played an extremely well game yesterday from top to bottom. Does he wish he could have had some throws back? Absolutely. But the way this young fella played, he put his team in position to win that football game with his play. I don't know if he could have played too much better than the way he played last night. I really do not. And if you're gonna pick one or two throws to say he could have played better with that, cool. But you're not making every throw in the game. I thought Lamar Jackson played his